check this, Nia. If the purpose is to bring more stability to businesses and investors, what does that sound like? Gonna take out this loan, right? We're going to put you more in debt so businesses and investors can come in at a better rate with their money. This never was for the Ghanaian people, folks. This is for business owners of any level that are foreign to come in at a lower price and reap higher rewards, right? It's so obvious. I think BCB or Nia, you said that earlier. It is obvious. You're always slave to the lender. So IMF is like, what can we do to make sure they stay under, like Nia said? Get them in debt, make everything cheaper, make their currency volatile. Now, folks, us foreigners, we benefit from that. I got to tell the truth. We benefit. So Ghana taking almost $3 billion out benefits the investor. Because what? We're coming in with the euro. We're coming in with the American dollar. But it's to help the Ghanaian economy, right? No. The sole purpose of that loan was to make things cheaper for the foreigner. Does anybody agree with what I'm saying? Okay. Am I off? Right? If I am off, put it in the chat. Right? If I am off. But folks, this is what I think Israel, you said it earlier. Yes, look at the foreigners taking over Africa again. Yeah. But here's the thing. We as descendants of the land that actually care, we can bring it. I know people right now, their whole goal is to come back, invest in Africa, and bring money back. USD to USD is, yep. When I recorded my video, the one that premiered yesterday, it was 16.3. I said, I've never seen it that high. When I first got to Ghana, it was 1 to 5, and that was in 2020. 1 to 5. And now it's 1 to 16 to 30. Businesses and investors looking to enter the Ghanaian market will undoubtedly benefit from a more robust fiscal framework, positioning the country as a more attractive destination for investment. Ultimately, these adjustments foster a conducive environment for sustainable economic growth and integration into the global market. So what they're saying is the solution to this, because of COVID, what you said, COVID relief, is to bring in foreigners. That's it. To bring in foreigners. Okay. So point number 2, tax increases and revenue generation strategy. Ooh. The $3 billion loan agreement between Ghana and the International Money Fund is anticipated to bring significant changes in the country's fiscal landscape, particularly concerning taxation. Okay, Caroline, we're getting to what you said. As part of the conditions associated with the loan, the government may implement various tax increases aimed at improving revenue collection and addressing budgetary shortfalls. So that relates to what I was paying regarding that Momo fee. Are they still doing that extra Momo fee? The targeted areas for these tax hikes could include income taxes, value-added taxes, that VAT. So when you go to Ghana and you buy something, VAT, that VAT tax, that's what that is, value-added tax. What does that even mean? Added value? I don't get it, right? And yeah, what value is being added? Okay. And corporate taxes. Such measures will likely seek to enhance the government's ability to fund vital public services while reducing the national deficit. For foreigners, particularly businesses operating in Ghana or potential investors, these potential tax increases can present both challenges and opportunities. Folks, I'm reading from my blog. If you want to know, you can click on the link in my description box. On one hand, increased taxation, Momo fee, the e-levy it's still going on, Marlon. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. That fee that happened when I think it was in 2022, the e-levy. What does E mean? Is that electronic levy? Still is going on, yes. So I was living in Ghana when that happened, okay? On one hand, increased taxation might lead to higher operational costs for businesses, therefore affecting profit margins and deterring foreign investment. On the other hand, the inflation of revenue from these taxes could improve the country's infrastructure and socioeconomic environment in the long term, creating a more stable market for foreign entities. Folks, we've been doing this for over a year now. Those living in Ghana, have you seen a difference? The tax rate percentage, I have no clue, ATM. That's very specific. That is just like paying a form of tax when you make purchases. That, because the locals don't pay taxes, that is a way to get from a tax, right? Thank you for confirming that too, because folks, I couldn't get receipts when I was building my walls. I was like, can I get receipts, please? And I was like, how come I cannot get receipts? Remember my Western mentality, right? I was like, I need a tract for my taxes, right? They don't have to give receipts because they don't do taxes, right? If you're going like the cement, I was able to get receipts, but for the wood, they were just selling wood. You know, we would call that under the table or whatever. But you know, they were just selling wood off the street. I had a connection. They connected me. I just paid them cash. I was like, can I get receipt? They're like, Because just like Caroline said, they don't pay taxes. Most people don't pay taxes unless you're a business or well-established business. That is actually a superior tax. We really should start using it here. However, it's being misused in Ghana. Folks, when the currency is volatile like this, and it's at 16.25, BCB said, things get more expensive. And if people are already struggling, how do you think they're going to treat you? This is on purchases, not sure about tax. Okay. How do you think they're going to treat you when you land? Because Daddy December is coming. Some of you guys are over there already. Some of you guys are thinking about buying land already. There's a lot of complaints on how people are being treated, you know, after they go to Ghana and they come back, and everyone goes crazy on after December of how stuff got stolen and blah, 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 blah. But folks, if the taxes are increasing, right, and the currency is volatile and high, there's a level of desperation. Okay, and I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying there's a reason why we as foreigners get treated the way we do. A lot of us feel like money bags, right? That's we talk about that all the time. Yes, you're going into an environment where there's some desperation, especially if the currency is at 16.25, folks. It was already hard for them when it was at 1 to 5 when I was there. Okay, and then my second and third trip, I think it went to like 7. By the time I was building the wall, it literally, my cement went from $49 to $50 to 55 to 56 CDs, sorry, in a day. I literally bought my cement. Let's say it was a Wednesday. I bought my cement at $49 to $50 per bag. The next day it went up to $55 to $56, literally the next day. And one of the workers were like, you got in right before it went up. I'm like, this is crazy. Can you imagine if our milk or whatever went up $5 in a day? Folks, it's crazy. But is this the benefit of an emerging market for foreigners? You're going into an environment where there's some desperation, especially if the currency is at 16.25, folks. It was already hard for them when it was at 1 to 5 when I was there. Okay, and then my second and third trip, I think it went to like 7. By the time I was building the wall, it literally, my cement went from $49 to $50 to 55 to 56 CDs, sorry, in a day. I literally bought my cement. Let's say it was a Wednesday. I bought my cement at $49 to $50 per bag. The next day it went up to $55 to $56, literally the next day. And one of the workers were like, you got in right before it went up. I'm like, this is crazy. Can you imagine if our milk or whatever went up $5 in a day? Folks, it's crazy. But Is this the benefit of an emerging market for foreigners?
Join our free newsletter for land updates, group trips, and international real estate connections. Link in the description box. Now available, ebooks and e-workbooks to mentally and emotionally prepare you to visit, repatriate, or buy land in the motherland. And the authentic handmade kente cloth I got from Kumasi, Ghana is now a home decor line made by yours truly. Get a piece of the motherland until you can visit yourself. Click the link in the description box to visit my store.